Oh man, almost never works the way you want it to half the time. What is good? Good morning, afternoon, good evening, and good night. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my camera, which is not helping. Oh man. Big ups everybody, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, the 12th of April, 2025. Yes, you saw the title. Is the Mandela effect dead or dying? Excuse me. Um, is the kind of the topic of today. With that. Paranormal came in earlier. I see all that now. Shut up to paranormal. So we'll let everybody get in there. He's so right though, right? And everything he wrote on there, so right. It has it kind of we've been discussing this lately a lot, but we're gonna let this all get going. It's 11:11. Couldn't time that one perfecter. Couldn't time that one any perfecter. So I sound real quick. All right, we good. We good. We is good. All right. Dummy. Oh man, it is definitely been a week, man. Definitely been a week. Definitely been a week. Shout out to everybody out there. By the way, I just got done. I just ate real quick. Ate my last egg, so I'm kind of letting it all get in there, getting myself energy, get a little move in here. Oh man, for my music to cut back on. uh but what a day already, man. What a day. I've been up. I didn't really sleep good last night. It's got a lot of stuff going on in the world, in my head, in this whole universe. But yes, is the Mandela effect dying, man? I think that's just a great topic for today. Great topic for discussion of the day. And I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But we'll wait. We'll get into that one shortly. And working on some new Mandela effect videos or video. Because I like putting all in the bunches. I don't like doing separate ones. I don't know. I feel like I get more on the bigger ones than I do the little ones. So working on that. Other than that, just trying to wake up at the moment. Bird was going home, bro. I can't see it, bro. Uh, Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we started a little early today, but we'll get it moving. We will get it moving and let everybody jump in and get to rolling. It's windy, a little chilly out there today in Florida. It's weird. We've been hot all week, and then all of a sudden, cold front. A cold front. Not much, man. Not getting much, bro. I don't. You don't know if you all saw the rest of it yesterday because I know you did jump in and you decided you jumped in and you're going to watch. Heck, what's going on, Baka? But yeah, this week's been a little rough, man. It's been a little kicking and kicking teeth, kind of rough, So I was going I was starting a new job, and we were getting ahead of the whole game, and we my background came back and found something on my background that should not be there anymore. And 13 years ago, so he kicked me in my ass. So now I'm back on the job market and just a whole bunch of stupid crap, man. It just seems like I don't know. All it was all I don't know. I talked to my grandma last night, and I was just like, man, I was like, I know when everything falls apart, something new is coming in, but it's like, ugh. But man, it all fucking all fell apart, man. It's stupid monkeys. But that was yesterday. Better mood. Better mood today. Way better mood. Just it's a lot of I guess in a sense, I'm going, we all have a life circle in a sense, and 13 is one of those numbers. And yeah, that's all right. I think I appreciate it. But yeah, 13 is one of those numbers, man. And 13 years ago, it all just bit me in my ass. Like I said, 13 years ago, for you people who don't know my history, damn, 44 degrees out there. That's cold. Whew. 13 years ago, I got divorced. I was addicted to opiates. I had got divorced, lost the house, lost the kid, got to move away and move to a whole new place. Nobody knew my name. The opposite of Cheers. And it was just, it just, I guess it's making me look back at my past to where I've came from to where I am now. Even my grandma said, it's like, golly, you're such a different person from in 13, 14 years ago. I was like, yeah, I know. Like, I don't know, but it's one of those, I guess it's showing me, it's just showing me where I've come from, where I've been, and where I'm at now. And it sucks. Yes, it fucking sucks because, and thank God for a wonderful donation yesterday from Sir. Never saw him in the chat or anything like that, but helped me with my light bill, the extra paid light bill. Just waiting for that to come through from GoFundMe. But it's man, it's just disheartening, man, a little bit. You're trying to just better your life, and that little fucking thing hits you. But it's all there for a reason. There's a door I'm missing that's open for me, but Yahuwah's open for me, and I just got to see the door. Okay, I don't know where the door's at, but yeah, they're just thinking about it all, man. It's all came full circle, and it's all good. It's all good. It is just what it is. But we all right. We good the other day. Oh man, it's been exciting. It's just been an exciting ride, not just from 13 years, but where I've come from. And the last 2.5 years have been 2.5 years, 3 years. You know, basically right when mom passed, it's just been one of those. It's still weird to ride. It's kind of like you're not in the real world, but you're in the real world. It's different, and everything is not new, but I'm doing this kind of all by myself, and that's weird. Not having, my mama, not having my mommy, just to tell me it's gonna be all right. You good? Give me a hug. Yeah, I had an interview yesterday. So yeah, it's gonna hit. It's going to hit, and it'll be good. I got faith. I believe in the universe and Yahuwah, and you know what I can do, and it is definitely, it'll definitely happen. He said I'm an onboarding with a company Monday, an interview with a job seems better pay Monday through Thursday, 10-hour shifts. That's a dream. That's nice. It's not bad neither, man. Yeah, it's not bad neither. But yeah, it's something to happen. That's awesome, man. Congrats. And yeah, it's kind of, and this, I was talking about before I got off air last night or yesterday. Even talking to my grandmother, even talking to my grandmother last night, it was, the door is here. I think the door it is here, YouTube, in a sense too. It's just pursue this a lot more. So, it's a lot of things, it's a lot of cool things. What's going on, Nene? But yeah, it's cool. Since we spoke yesterday, it seems like there are more stuff in the world that I've never known about, like the backwards MEs. I watched my mom take her last breath in April 23. I can't tell you how hard it was for me. I know your pain, man, up in Ohio, all alone. My ex wife Children 2 miles away, can't see them. Yeah, and it's like my child's 5 hours away, and I know that feeling, man. And man, dude, yeah, I was there at the last minute. I truly last minute. In my head, I should have been there, a lot earlier, but I know my mother. The hell are you doing here, boy? You don't need to be here at this time. Worry about this, but yeah, man, it's that's my dad was my best friend. Everything's but yeah, but, it's lessons learned, man, and I'm thankful that I got to learn kind of the truth meaning of life and death through my psychedelic experiences and teachings and studies, which helped me cope with it. You know, but yet, cope with it so much easier than most people cope with death. I understood it, and I didn't look at it as a bad thing. But man, oh my god, I can imagine if I was never, that far shaman was like in that with psychedelics 13, 14 years ago. If that had happened then or happened like, oh, I went in, I'd have lost my shit. I'd have lost my shit. Did you see the video I sent you? Ah, yes and no. I did remember seeing it. I was having so much shit going on in my head at the moment. I'll watch it now. Oh yeah, the Malakambali. Malakambali. Did I say that right? Malakambali is this. Here, I can show you. I can't just sit here and watch it. The goddamn pole. That's crazy. High skill balancing act. That's fucking hilarious. Hilarious. Welcome, ESPN. That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah. That's the sports that ESPN is. Sports that are sports. It's so weird. Like I said, it's like we're all went back. It's a story about me. Oh, so after your dad passed away, I did a DNA test. It turned out that he was my father, but I had always been told that he was my stepfather. That's weird. Maybe he might have been. No, not like that, but I'm thinking. I'm thinking the possibilities. I'm putting that in my head like a dumbass, like I always did. Uh, and see that, and I was just thinking maybe like before she was just he was your dad, well stepdad. She was already with somebody, thought she was the dad. That's I was thinking that all the day. That's but yeah. Then her husband died when I wasn't quite a year old. Oh man. Oh man. Goodness gracious. I ain't gonna say I don't want to say anything funny, but I'm going to. Guess God didn't like that, but I digress. Oh, they got married when you were 3? Okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense then. Oh man. By the way, what's going on, everybody, man? See y'all in up there, viewers, man. Y'all remember to hit that thumbs up button, mess with the algorithm. The more interaction, the more we get. Nah, one of those. I'll joke on my own deathbed. Yeah, be there like, there's the Grim Reaper. Like, man, you so damn long. You hear me asking? You hear me down in Florida screaming? Yeah, I did. That stays on his children also. 4 months pregnant. I wasn't sure my 2-year-old was mine. I'm not sure how accurate the DNA is. Oh, I can't say that about my child. My child is definitely my child. Attitude at all. And you look just like me, so it's just, yeah, my daughter is just like me. But the kids blame you for her mother. No, you kill your mother or kill their mother. You didn't kill their mother. No. Excuse me. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm just this is stupid shit. Okay, what's good? What's good? And so those DNA based things to find your family are just helping the government map your DNA to make weapons and biological weapons with biological markings. Yeah. That and all that like ancestry and stuff. 21 or me and 21. They're doing you getting your DNA too to see what bloodlines that basically that can hurt them, destroy the elites. You know, because certain bloodlines have certain powers, so they're trying to find out also as well as who's if there's the bloodline out there, their right, their arch enemy, or so yeah, it's so fucking weird. Carbon 14 did it is like that. Just I have no faith. Well, so I'm only the 11th of their combined. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. 11 out of 12? Man, I just wanted a brother or sister to play with when I was a kid. Can you imagine having fucking 11 of them? That's crazy. That's a family, boy. That's man. Oh, really? Yeah. I know that. How am I feeling? And the government gets all their information. Yep. Yep. Now they're all going bankrupt, closing down, and guess where all that information gets put? Elon Musk. Exactly where it gets put. Elon Musk gets it. It's going to be on Twitter. Yeah. Never took one. Never took one. Never had to. I've been swabbed for my DNA. I've never had to give. I never had a needed a need to give my DNA. Find out. Oh, I always been curious though. I guess in a sense, you always want to check your family to make sure that your family or not. That'd be me. That'd be me. Like I don't know if I'm related to this full family. Which one's NPC? Which one's a not? Who's real? Who's not? That's all. I don't know. Oh no, I couldn't do it. I don't know. I got no need to. Got no need to. Hilarious though. That's funny. All right, we've been moving for a minute. We've been talking. I got one. My lips are warmed up now. My lips are all warmed up now. So what? So you think? What do I got you? What do you think about those blinking and flashing lights that have been recorded since last year? They started when the drones being spotted before the elections. The drones are gone now. Maybe. Um, I don't know. Could say aliens, but maybe they were testing Project Bluebeam out. You know, I don't know. I know. Yeah, they did disappear. But it could. I mean, they personally could be aliens, could be UFOs. You know, I think it was so much in the news, and then we all blanked it out, and something else probably happened in the news, or the election came around, and but it was really weird. Oh, you're welcome. It was really weird, but I don't know. I figured, man, if they are out there, if the aliens are out there and they're flying around and they were doing that, they might as well have come up and just showed everybody. You know, they must have just came up and said, "Hi, how you doing? Welcome to McDonald's." It's been a trip figuring out all the royalties is from. Excuse me, scrub from. It's about why I bear such heavy. I mean, yeah, karma. Gonna learn to break them. Yeah, I kind of said that's probably one of the things I'd love to see. They'll probably see what bloodline I fall across upon, but oh no, oh no, oh no. Trump said Trump said we know what the drones are and who is behind them. Russia. We are all good at ignoring what is right before our eyes. Ain't that shit? What's going on, McDowell? And the Mandela effect still happening, I guess. I mean, bunch of Mendelian study. Let's go selling a new animal. Yeah. Also, LED lights for weeks in shopping malls, flashing lights, blinking lights like Black Ops 2, Easter. Yeah, that's true. It could be. I mean, I don't know. It could be a sign. Could be a warning. There was just so much going on. It was just. I was surprised didn't. The world didn't blow up in a blink of an eye. It's like some flashing lights, all this stuff. You remember it during the pandemic and after it, we were getting all like the blue lights, the blue, black light, purple lights. It was so weird. I think it's still happening too. We're getting into the topic of the day. Um, I still think I still think the Mandela effect is still alive. No, I want everybody to understand that. Before we fully get into this conversation, I really do believe that it's still alive. It really is. It's just it's we're coming at it. We're at just like we're at a pivotal point right now where it's going either way. It's kind of weird. KSC has a commercial now in Europe that has been blinking lights for there. It's a gas station too. Wow. Could be our grid. I can't wait to see it. Could be just a sign that our grid's about to go down. Something's about to happen, though. Something is about to happen in this world. We all feel it. We cannot deny it. We all feel it. Something is about to happen. Huge is about to happen. And we just can't put our fingers on it, but we know it. But we know it. I feel it. Yeah. Is everybody you're getting into it? All right, top of the day. Mandela effect. Is it dying? Is it not? I like I said, you heard me say it's not. It's not. We're getting to a great point right there. That's where it goes. I think the younger generation now are seeing or will are probably there are probably so many more new Mandela effects that are now on the new gen side that we wouldn't see because we don't relate to it. We don't see it. We're not in that norm. That's not part of us. But I also do believe that if we go back to our older ones, that they're changing too still as well. It's one of those things that I think like especially for me and our old generation, we see the older stuff. That's what we grew up on. That's what we have installed in our memories, and we we just don't see the new stuff. And to say it's dying is so odd and weird. It's crazy. I know. It's like it just makes me want to just study almost the new ager stuff more than the older stuff. Yeah, I felt a long time ago. It's getting close. It is getting close. But it's and especially for me, as a Mandelian, I see new ones for me, I guess. Now and then. We all still see new ones. Some people say the animals, definitely changing. Shoot, flowers. I mean, the environment, nature is now changing, which is pretty neat and odd at the same time because with animals coming down, extra animals coming now. Penguins disappear. Penguins. There's only really two species of penguins. All the other penguins are not penguins. Sunflowers. They used to look into sun and they used to follow the sun around, but now they don't even face the sun anymore. It's I think it's little things now in nature that we don't see every day in our everyday life that is changing in front of our face. And it's just like geologically, with land masses, extra lands disappearing, or coming closer, or it's extra islands, and it's something that we don't observe all the time, and are not constantly looking at. We're not constantly looking at a map. We're not constantly looking at flowers or plants or animals constantly, unless you're in that facility in that area. So it's just right so far there. Then said you go to the new age. I mean, I guarantee you the new age songs, new age cartoons, even the I was going to say action figures or Barbie dolls, but they're not Barbie dolls. They're the kid toys. I bet you they've had to change. They just can't hit just one spot. Hawk was good. I don't believe it's just going to hit one gen because it doesn't hit one generation. And we've already noticed that it hits every multiple of generations. So I've been written that possible is narrowed down like hourglass right up until she did yesterday. Now, since it's like I'm past Nora's screw this, I can't even fucking speak part. And it's like I'm free. I don't know if I'm free. Wish I was free. Da Vinci's Last Supper, painting flip flopping back and forth like three times. Yeah, the veil, the smile, the frown. It's even for me. There used to be, I, and people always think I'm mistaken for the other one, the other painting. But there was always a spaceship or something behind. There was something else behind her that's no longer there neither. But yeah, I just saw a picture of the Mona Lisa now or recently, And her grin is grinning now. She is smiling. Like she even knows when something's about to come up. That's how much she's smiling now. What's going on, all? Fellows, I said I just finished dropping a reply comment on the other video. Joel Austin named once being Joel Osteen. Yeah, yeah. And that one's yeah, Joel Olstein, and Joel Austin. He's getting one of his disciples, ladies and gentlemen. It was Olstein. It had an L. Does Clarice come back? Does Clarice come back on the flip flop? No. No. Not Clarice. Man, Reindeers is flipping back and forth right now, too, which is odd. But that's how the Mandela effect works all the time. Like a Norwal well never existed. White unicorns. Oh, I can't see. White unicorns. I had all the wildlife cards growing up as a kid. Oh man, I remember those cards. Oh man. Yeah, there was never a Norwal. I didn't know what a Norwal was until I watched Elf. Hi, buddy. I hope you find your dad. That's what I knew what a Norwal was. But never existed. That's a fairy tale fucking story if I've ever heard one. I had a fairy tale and animal. Then up there's Norwals. There are Norwals in the ocean. You know, it tears me apart, man. Man, unicorn whale. Yeah, we all would have remembered a unicorn whale. I agree with you, man. I think that is one thing as a kid, especially learning, especially for the freaking one of those wildlife cards. Man, that would be definitely one you would learn quickly. Like, oh, unicorn whale. Yeah, all day long. And it never existed in my universe. Because then, and I didn't know what it was until I saw Elf. Hey, little kitty cat, where'd you go? When I was painting a person, when I saw a painting in person, when I saw the painting in person, she wasn't smiling at all. Back in the 70s, yeah, she's smiling big now. She got a big old grin now. Sleepy's in my eye. Big old grin. Huge grin. Did anybody remember the tourist van in Back to the Future movie being a Toyota, not a Volkswagen? Yes. I remember the Toyota and that Volkswagen. And I remember that Volkswagen with the initials being connected. CJ was good. Oh yeah, but I do remember it. It was originally a Toyota because the V&W buses, which basically they are the V&W buses, they're more rounded. They're so much more rounded than the Toyota. I remember the Toyota one having that square kind of shape on top. Oh yeah, all day long. But yeah, now it's definitely Volkswagen all day long. Volkswagen it is, but now Toyota. I remember Toyota, and that one has a few of them too. It used to have the old J.C. Penney's logo in it, and then that finally changed right around when the whole Mandela effect was going. It was a good spot to see it. Man, now I'm thinking about this movie. There might be I also remember in the beginning of Back to the Future that the guitar wasn't red, it wasn't yellow, it was red. I'm not talking about the guitar at the end. I'm talking about the guitar when he it was a red guitar, but now it's yellow, little yellow guitar. But I remember it being red. What is good, CJ? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, viewers, man. 15 minutes to the top of the hour. Big ups to all y'all, man. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, mess with the algorithm. If you'd like to help me and my cat eat, all the links are in the description below. I opened up the can of tuna for her this morning. Might have to go to the store and go get a can of wet food for her. There's another thing too in this life. I've never been this broke in my life. But it's all good. Like, it's funny that I got a good ass fucking sense of humor of this shit. Told Grandma yesterday, I said, Grandma, if I knew I couldn't give up, well, I'd be out there playing in the middle of the road, playing in traffic. Swan diving, awesome shit. Don't ever do that. If you ever need help, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk. I'm always here to talk. Don't do anything ever drastic in your life. Please, it's never that bad. It's a lesson. It'll get better. I said, if you ever, there are people to talk to. Believe me, sometimes you just need to get it off your chest to get shit out, just to let it go. But yeah, it's crazy. So if you do want to help me and my little kitty cat have some food, links are in the description. Yeah, the guitar in Back to the Future was normal size at the beginning and blew up the speaker. Yeah, now it's tiny, tiny. I noticed that when I tripped to it one night a while back. I was noticing that too. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, because I'm a tripster. In my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going to Alice Wonderland. I'm gonna get the big and the small. And then I watched it again. I'm like, I did it. That guitar, not yellow, it's yellow. It used to be freaking red, but it is tiny. It's a tiny little guitar. So tiny. Yeah. Back to the Future has probably got so much more in it now, too. Maybe a little extra more. Yeah. There's a lot of Emmys. A lot of Emmys. Especially in Back to the Future. Some say when Marty cranks up the amplifier, there was maxed out, max insane insanity. Yep, you're insane. I was about to say that one too. I was literally about to say that one. Yep, it sure was. It did. Insane. I love that sound. It's just like the fucking Ghostbusters back there, the proton pack. Oh, you hear that sound just crank up? It's awesome because it cranks up all the speakers in your mind, especially on a trip. That's a good movie to trip to. But man, it cranks it all in, boy. It turns on everything up in there. It's a Brett V. Gibson, and it's so right. It started out as a brown guitar. Oh, really? I don't ever remember brown. I believe it, but I never remembered the brown. I definitely remember black, the red. Set flat Earth clock in the opening scene. Yep, and the plate. I got the plate too. The clock and the plate back there going around. Doc hanging off right at 9/11. When they handed him the car, it was too big and made of wood. Ah, oh no. I say it could be. No, I was talking about right in the beginning. Now at the audition, I believe it. What kind of guitar did he have in the audition? Oh, I don't remember. Man, that's crazy. And yeah, he could never testify. Then nobody would believe him. Twin play on it. Yeah, the Twin Pines Malls becoming one. That's a good one too. But they debunked that, or not debunked that, but the reason why the two pines turn into one at the end is because Marty ran over the pine, one of the pines, when he was leaving the build, when he was leaving Philbody's little shed when he first got there, when he first got to 55. That's why there's only one pine. It was the only pine left after Marty ran it over. Because remember, he said Pillbody wanted to build pines to the eye can see, further than the eye can see. That one was funny to me. That was a good one. But yeah, when you flip it over, you still get the 911 on it. Yeah, he ran one over. You ran my pine over, you son of a bitch. That's exactly what he said. You ran over my pine, you son of a bitch. I love that movie. Quote that fucking movie all damn day. Yeah, that's why that pine was missing. That was funny as shit. It's trippy to watch things change. How can you imagine being involved? Boy, oh man. Yeah, I could imagine if it was like me. I don't know. Like if I was, when I get to the movies and I have that blockbuster hit, and I still couldn't. I couldn't imagine like my movie line changing. Like all I could think of is like Luke, I am your father, or we're going to need a booger boat. But that's not even what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Forrest Gump, the first and the 10th line of the movie, that seventh line of the movie. My mama always said, we quoted that for years. And I bet, and he still quotes it that way. And it's so crazy. He still quotes it the real way. Life is like a box of chocolates, not one. So it's. I couldn't imagine it happening to me. This is the ways of particles, it's near infinite potential. So basically, when we see it, we all see it. We all see those different particles and stuff at different times. It comes together at the right time for us to see it. That makes sense. I always thought about that too. It's perception. Don't notice something's changed until you perceive it, until you pay attention to it. Like photons of light, it does what it does, and then when it notices it's being observed, being seen or watched, it changes. So it's it's damn autocorrect. Uh, near everybody. Theologically is the key to this rail. What if I told you? Like I said a couple weeks ago, America seems to have the most Emmys. I don't even know if the other countries experience it or call it the same thing. They do. I've a few out of state, overseas Europeans or different countries. There's certain ones, but And it's still called the Mandela effect, but he's like, we won't see it because we're Americans and we don't see, we were not used to that kind of their stuff. I was trying to think of something cool to say about that, but I couldn't figure it out. But it was certain things, I could try. I'm actually trying to think a few of them, but at the moment, I can't even think of any European ones. I can debunk one. It's crazy thing about that. I can debunk a Mandela effect, and that's the whole Demolition Man. The whole Demolition Man, how Taco Bell was the only surviving restaurant, and that's why they called every restaurant Taco Bell's. Well, overseas, it's Pizza Hut because Pizza Hut was the number one seller when that movie was being released. And so that's what they put on their versions of that. So a lot of people think that's a Mandela effect because, oh, we all remember it being Taco Bell. But in the one versions they see, they're seeing a European version that has Pizza Hut. So yeah, it's not a Mandela effect. That was I can debunk that one. That's a debunker. And I don't debunk many Mandela effects. My name is Luke. I know he said it. Luke, I am the father one. Everyone had to say that phrase to me as it if no, I'm your father, then what's my child? I want my childhood back. I agree with you. Especially if your name is Luke, man. Oh, I mean, it's like if your name was Luke and that movie was out, and yeah, everybody was wrong. How, how that eat that one up for that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. How everybody was wrong. In the really not because in my life it was always Luke. I am your father. We said it all the time. We even did a Luke. I am your father. I want my childhood back too. We never actually truly communicate with everyone. This is a filter in between us and delusional feel. I agree. It's like, yeah. And there's, and it's so something like back then, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have that kind of technology or way to talk to people or interact with people all around the world. Then we get the internet. Then this phenomenon happens. And then millions, I say millions because there are 9 billion people in the world, millions of people experienced the same memory as we do, which how odd is it? Now, how odd, false memory bias, how can that many people in the world that you've never spoken to your entire life all have that same memory of something the way it was? And then the people want to say false memories, mismemorized. No, no, no. With the Monopoly guy. No, no. Every day I don't want to. I don't know. Excuse me. Every day I don't know what I'm going to get. Yeah, me neither. I woke up this morning, got that one. Oh, stuffed crust. Stuffed crust was not Pizza Hut's exclusive, but some say Domino's has stuffed crust. They did. I believe they did. And I truly think that Pizza Hut was not the first to do stuffed crust. I really do believe it was Domino's because Domino's was trying to come back from their debacle of the 30 minutes and less, you get your pizza free. and they were losing a lot of money off of that, and they lost a lot of revenue through that whole change and process. I, they fucking had it. I know they had it. Might not be, as I'm not, but then Pizza Hut came along. I remember Pizza Hut with their stuffed crust. Everybody was doing stuffed crust. Yeah, all day. I'm sitting here like, man, I can taste and smell that fucking pizza right now. I can see how greasy the Domino's pizza is. That's bad because Domino's pizza used to be greasy. Last time anybody said it was in 2014 at a job I had started. Wow, that's years ago. That's 11 years ago. We seek the truth, even if it debunks what is false. That's true. That's the me that blows my. That's yeah. Oh, good old Star Wars. That one gets me. That was my introduction to the Mandela effect. Today I get to hang out my favorite crazies. Aw, I appreciate everybody hanging out, man. I really do. I really, really, really do. That's a Mandela effect too. We all gather here today to celebrate this thing we call life. But now we're here to get through this thing called life. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, man. How Mandela effects can get you, and it gets you so stuck in your mind for a moment, and you're like, "Oh, fuck, is that the right way to say it? Is that the right one?" 12:02, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Afternoon, everybody. Big ups, being hit that good old thumbs up button, man. Punch it in its face. Yeah, I know I stole something from Sniper Wolf, but I love Sniper Wolf. I love Leah. She's awesome. Jim. I said that, and all I could see in my head after that, I said that was goddamn that cartoon. Jim. Sorry. Oh. See, Domino's, yeah. Domino's says they never had it, but but in the commercial they say they brought it back. I was talking about it 3 weeks ago. Yeah. The crazy thing is, even in that commercial, they even asked the people, "Hey, do you remember our stuffed crust pizza?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he opens that box and there's nothing there. It's like, it's like, how? Because we never had one. We're bringing it back. And I saw that shit too. I was like, what the? It's like, if you never have it, how can you bring it back? How can you be return of the Mac if you never left? That's just how I look at that. Return of the Mac once again. How you do it? I don't know. How you bring something back if it's never was here in the first place? Next to be Fruit of Maloon saying that the cornucopia is back, and then a year or two later, like, oh, it never left. I could see that happening. No, I can see they're not saying that, but I could see them bringing it back eventually. I know they did that little tease, but I wouldn't see I somewhere in the mix of them trying to put us back to sleep somewhere. Domino's. They all lie. All those corporations. Don't get me started. So this stuffed crust may not be an Emmy then. To me, it's a Mandela effect. That's one thing about Mandela effects too. By the way, my jam. I'm getting down there. That's one thing about Mandela effects. That's a good little spot for the whole conversation of the day. Just because we don't see it change, or somebody else might not see that change, doesn't mean it hasn't changed. Like we just got, maybe we won't see that change until those particles, all line up for us to observe it. So, if there's people saying it was that way, you can't debunk that memory because in our reality, that's just a memory we haven't remembered yet. That makes sense? It's just an unremembered memory or unmemory memory. I like the unremembered memory personally. I think that's a lot better than fucking false memory or inaccurate memory. We just haven't remembered it yet to notice. I don't, stupid. Not stupid, but I think that's pretty cool. So, all right, Jam, what's good, bro? Let's go. Mirror, mirror on the wall is the phrase everybody remembers, not magic mirror on the wall. In the new Snow White, it's magic mirror. They are converting tracks, but they have. Oh yeah, they are. They're starting it. It's. I always remember being mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is fairest of them all? Well, it is you, my queen. You are the fairest. Always mirror, mirror. Always mirror, mirror. Even if you get one of the old Disney books, the little Disney kid books, you will still say it says mirror, mirror in it. I always remember mirror, mirror. We can do this. Let's do what I do best here for a second. Let me get all the way down. I want to see all the comments before I do that now. Pizza Hut was remembered as the greasiest, so recalled as Domino's. And we got a great chat today, by the way. Great chat, by the way. I had to remember what I was about to bring up. I'll tell you in a second. I'm just doing two things at once. Just doing two things at once. Two things at once. All right. Google search. What the fuck was I about to search? Oh, mirror, mirror. I had to remember what I was going to search there for a minute. I totally blanked out on that one. Stupid. I don't know why I would, but. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Here's some pictures, bitches. Oh, there it is right there. Never mind. Go back. Bring it up. I don't want to see the whole damn book. It's funny because it even says Mandela effect share. Mirror, mirror, mirror. It's funny because this article is also debunking. There we go. This one says debunking. I just want to see my screen as I do it all at once. Come on. Debunking the Mandela effect. Ooh. Ain't that some shit? Everybody wants to debunk the Mandela effect. Super! Ears! I'm doing 20 things at once. I'm sorry. Read the chat. Giving that out. All right. And debunking the Mandela effect. Actually, it's both. Actually, it says it's both mirror, mirror on the wall and magic mirror on the wall. In 1937, Disney's classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the evil queen utters the famous line, magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of them all? It has not been changed or edited since the original release. There is no credible evidence that supports that it was the mirror persona in Disney's aberration that named Slave in the magic mirror. Wow, really? Huh. It's been said, like Money Mathematics, the most common misconception and misquoted line in the persona itself deep within our culture. There's even a movie, 2012 irritation, Mirror Mirror, starring Julia Roberts, where they can be there before will die posse. And in there she says mirror mirror on the wall. Bam. So how that's what I love about it. Like, how can we also make shows and other depictions of this in the book, and they still say the line that was written, that was supposedly originally written, but it's not. Ain't that some crap? Crap. I was trying to find the book because in the book it has it. But even you get Makwath, mirror mirror on the wall. You know, you get all of them. Mirror mirror on the wall. Mirror mirror on the wall. And that's Donald Trump. He's the fairest of them all at the moment. Oh, y'all couldn't see it for some reason. Sorry. Oh, but yeah. I'm trying to catch back all the way up. So I was sitting there playing. Oh, I blew in the cart. Oh, nobody had the cart where you got to. Oh, the Noid? I remember the video game, the Noid. Oh, man, I remember that damn video game. Gosh, I can't believe that. I remember killing 2 employees because he thought it would avoid it. It would capture. Now no one says, Luke, I am your father. I don't get it anymore. Praise the Lord. It's that. Mandela becoming president was my first experience with Mandela. But before that, the Berenstain Bears changed. Man, yeah, I remember that one changing. I learned it up. It's crazy because I read that book. I was when I was a kid. That was Europe. 50 things change in between. Has anyone ever seen Adidas and Adidas, the double D? I always thought it was a double D myself. And I said, always, JC Pennies. Pennies. JC Penny. Yeah, it never had the E in it. But that's one thing the Mandela effect does. That's one of those loves letters. For some reason, it loves the letters. Seriously, people call me crazy for the face. Response 16. Yeah, it's not crazy. Yeah, do I care what people think? Not much. Me neither. People got bored with it. Perhaps. I've followed MEs for 8 years now. I said I don't think people have got bored. I think like we were talking about it. I think it's not as much hyped up as it used to be, just because it's nobody hypes it up as much as I do, as a few of us do. I think when it was in its heyday, it was so hyped up, and you had the right people hyping it up. But if you're like me and you scroll on TikTok and you see these people for me, doing the same Mandela effect you talked about years ago, and now they're getting all these views. Like, what the fuck? It's like, really? But it doesn't deter me because it's, now they're just now waking up. But I don't think it's not many, I don't think it's just not that many people pushing it out to make it interesting anymore, to keep the fun with it. Because it is fun. It is an experience by all other. It is fun as shit. We live in the Matrix. I mean, everything for 20 plus years ago was get back or reboot television shows. No, I believe that the Mandela effect. I don't think the Mandela effect's dying, Soup. You know that. I love the Mandela effect. I said it's. I think in a sense, it could feel like it's dying just because our generation are not seeing the newer gens Mandela effects, and I think that's what's making the Mandela effect right now it's in this steady stage because it's right in between, you know, an older generation and this whole newer generation. So, but uh, the Matrix, yes, we are living in the Matrix. I think everything redoes itself, always reboots, which makes sense though. I mean, you got to think about a lot of stuff has rebooted since back then, especially since my current position, watching my 13 years of my 13 years ago come right back around and kind of just bite me in my ass like the spiders, like the circle of life, the serpent of life eating his own tail. It always comes back around. But maybe that could be the instance that we all flash died in 2012 and we're just all repeating the same stupid bullshit. Load brother, yeah, Ford logos. I always remember it being a straight line, not the little squiggly line. But now the whole world, Ford is all getting changed weird over now. Excuse me. Says like in the 2000s haven't hasn't found itself. I mean, what has changed since 1999? Prince. No, that was stupid. That was stupid. Sure, technology, but what else? The Matrix movies told mankind that we've reached its peak. Yeah, I believe it. A portion of elections, frictions, like 1 and 0 in computing. That's crazy. Yeah, that's like I know, and that's what I think. This where the Mandela effect is coming from is this Matrix. It's the breakness. It's the glitch to show us that it's the Matrix. Show us that is some kind of computer generated system, a locked system that can be manipulated or to wake us all up, or it's upgrading, updating. I think that's one thing. It's you just can't pin a pinpoint on this man on the Mandela it's coming from and why it's happening. But if mankind did peak at the assistance of the 21st century, it makes sense because what really has changed since 2000 or since 99? Nothing. Nothing. Don't say electric cars. We've had electric cars before in 2000, before 2000. So say electric cars. Nothing. I mean, technology in a sense, but really nothing. Technology really hasn't improved. Really think about it in the last few years. One would think that SN would have probably interest in the image. It's the size that's making fun of it. Do you trust the mainstream? I think they're definitely gaslighting all of it. Gaslighting this whole thing. That's like how Fruit Maloom basically said, "Nah, we've never had a cornucopia." Fuck out of here. Or Mr. T and his Skechers being a T in Skechers, and apparently there's never been a T in Skechers. We aren't crazy. We have a higher perception than those asleep. I so agree. And I'm just way behind in all this. What am I doing? Mirror, mirror, mirror. Lifetime. Yep. Mirror, mirror. Beautiful day. Mr. Rogers. Yes. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Yeah, now it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Fruit Loops. Yeah, even if you type it in different, yeah, it always corrects you. It always throws autocorrect. And spell check knows it's wrong. Yep. I love that. How you can type something in the way you're in, it just you go like, no, that ain't the way. It's like even Mandela, Mandela. Some say I remember people remember it having two L's in Mandela, not one. So, and now if you put it with two L's, you don't you get an autocorrect. Geological changes too, multiple timelines, means multiple Earths. Oh, all day. Oh, I agree on that one. Every day we wake up in a whole new different reality. All single day. That's what I think has a big thing to do with maybe these Mandela effects as well. As we're merging timelines and merging out of timelines and going through, it's definitely make an interesting story when we get older. I mean, you can the wheat and out of the chaff. This is why you keep getting tossed in the air. Oh yeah, all day. Captain Crunch bullshits. Captain, yeah, I agree with you. They're not Captain Crunch. Yeah, I agree, totally agree with you all day long. It was never cap, and that's so. The funny thing is, for that to be capping, that's such a new age term, such a new age shit. That's new age shit. Captain Crunch ain't new age shit. It's nothing new about it beating up the top of your mouth. Hey, how about I tell y'all everything listens? Return of the Mac. That's how I look at that shit. Like the cap is such a whole new term, a new phrase. We never would spell it that way in the old days. People think you're losing your mind. How much sugar you give that child? As you eat, yeah, turn freaking box around, do your little colors or your little maze. I had to think what was on it because usually it was either like a little word search, a maze. You had a toy in there, and then you either after that your box you had like you could like to cut out the animals and shit like that. Oh man, only Password has the day I dream is all day I dream about sex. Indeed is for me. Four opcliments. I can't even say opcliments. Britishly. Four people. Four people in JFK's car. Now there's six. Always was four to me. It was always four. Driver, bodyguard, Jackie, Jack. Yeah, that was how that worked out. And then and also for me, all with part of that assassination, I've I guess I've seen a lot, but I remember, and I wasn't born when this happened, but I remember when I first saw the video of it all, or I had this vague fucking picture of it. I literally, you can draw it out my head. I would put a lie detector on me, but when that happened, I remember seeing a puff of smoke come out of the driver's seat's arm. Like he was the one who shot the driver shot JFK. That's how I remember seeing it. But it was never like that. I mean, so if he would have done that, he'd have shot old girl that was right behind him because he got two people to get through. But I remember it was only four people in the car: the driver, the bodyguard, and the one in the back, and the two, and president in the back. But I remember seeing a puff of smoke, and that's how. But some say JFK shot first. Now we're just stretching. The color's changing too. Yeah, that color's turning. It's getting whiter. It's odd. It is weird now. But yeah, that's. But even if now, if you look at shit, the Subuter tape was edited. Trees were put in there. People they edited that video. There is video editing all over that video. Now, so much now. My grandma even remembers it being a four. It was just a four-seater car, four people in it. Now it's a six-seater with six people in it. No. No. What's confusing is that Lois first mentions George's brother, her first husband George, but then later confessed that she lied when Jefferson got to his own show. Really? Hmm. Huh. It's pretty interesting. I'm getting on there. Whoa, what's good? I had to NBA. What's happening? I'm trying to get down. I'm reading all the comments. I gotta do. Me. I gotta be nice. Hope everybody's having a good one. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Show some love. And this is right here. With this title today, is the Mandela effect dead? This is showing you now it's not. Because to me it's not dead. It'll never die. There's just so much. It'll never die. Until we get the true answer. And even when we get the true answer, is it really going to die? No. So, oh man, night I was. I done it. As I was an Emmy watched Suburban. Yep, film originally, and then it changed to the lady in the center. Yep. So I'm glad I had said something about Brudersfield. Yep. It's crazy. Cars changing more and more. Yeah, it's even getting weirder. Some say it's getting whiter. Our S's shaped spines would be significant. Means we wake up in a different body when we jump timelines. Yeah. Okay, excuse me. Playing all of his favorite characters of mine is playing a bunch of times. Said I don't watch TV or movies anymore. In the 80s and 90s, I watched VHS and DVD over and over. Memory is not it, but I agree. And I didn't have something when I was a kid. Like I said, I went overseas. And that's all I had. Weekends, you rented a movie, you rented a video game. And I got older, we went to the movie theater. And still rented movies. We rented movies. Geez, Blockbuster didn't close down until I was like 20-something years old. So, movies have always been my life. And then just even music and all that back then, that was the culture. That was, man, shit. That's what we did. We watched, and we would watch a movie over and over again. We owned a movie. We're going to watch it over and over again. It didn't matter. That was your movie. Like me, Wayne's World. It was because when I first got my VCR when I was like 10, because it was overseas, we didn't have cable, so VCR, the television, was perfect. Movies. Wow, Wayne's World was one of my first movies I owned. Oh, I watched Wayne's World non-fucking stop. Oh, that's so crazy. Does anybody remember 101, by the way, big up. Does anyone remember the live the live change from Apollo movie with Tom Hanks when he first said, Houston, we have a problem. Yes. Oh, we had a problem. Yeah, I do. I do. Then the line changed back in the second review. We have a problem. I think that one, I haven't seen it in a while. I do remember it, but it's had its flip flops. I believe it could be, it's had its flip flops now and then. Because I think, remember when I did it twice and it was flipping, flopping, and doing the flip flopper. Yeah. NBA. My brief fallen angels have given man the technology to change our reality. Quantum computing, yes. I believe they have some kind of. They do. They got. I think the Mandela Effect movie was a great example of not a great explanation of one of the reasons why it is happening. You know, because I think it is quantum. I mean, if we live, think about it. If we live in the Matrix, we all know the Matrix is a computer generated system. So it has to be generated by some kind of great ops power, which would be most likely quantuming, quark crystals, or whatever you want to call it, Liger crystals, Star Wars. So I'll definitely. Christine, what's good? It's just depending on my squeeze money back. My money back. I might have to sue somebody on the other side for me. Tom Hanks seems to be a Emmy. He's been a while for sure, and that's a shame. He had made great movies, and imagine him trying to. Yeah. Now, with him saying that, so I like that he said that. I don't know why I just don't call you Luke, but with that message, you think that's a possibility too as well, that these directors, stars, producers, you name it, whoever has involved in the industry of what's these Mandela effects are happening, you think maybe they're trying to erase that past, and that's why we're getting these Mandela effects in a sense. Maybe I mean 1% of a billion chance, possibly, maybe, I don't know, but that that could be a possibility. Elites trying to erase people's past so that certain things don't show up. That's a great concept, actually. That is really a great concept. Bring Hazel Fountains of Freedom of the artist and a great idea. Doesn't make sense. Yeah. Remember that all day. Captain for sure. It's a theory that JFK is shot. Now that the video that William Cooper did not exist. Wow. I like to see that. Oh. Oh. Is that what just that was newer? No, it wasn't that news. What news did I fucking hear? Oh, I don't remember. I'm not even gonna think about it. God dang it. Since I read a book, Cooper said the same. Book no longer exists. That's crazy. Sketchy. I thought it says French actor is trying to the truth in Hollywood and his son dies. Many believe Hanks has been involved. So, yeah. May shoot, you saw what they hey. They weren't gonna say nothing about that, but in the Clintons, you're damn right. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Al Bundy was in both Wayne World movies. Yes, he was. Al Bundy was awesome. Tom Hanks actually left America. He was scared of something. Yeah. I was like all those other ones that Ellen and all them left too, and they all say it was Trump, but it wasn't. Yes, definitely. I we definitely is. We are at the age of time now where conspiracy is truth. You hear conspiracy. If you hear a newscast say conspiracy or anything conspiracy, you better listen. Oh, this is just a ball conspiracy theory, huh? It's what? The truth. So right. So right. Conspiracy realists. Yes. And it's like, oh man, it's just truthers, man. Truthers all the way. And it and we've been spitting nothing but truth and facts, too. That's the crazy. We've been spitting nothing but facts. And these people still think we're crazy. I gotta stand up for a second. I gotta do a shake. I gotta do a ball switch over here. So true though. So true. So right. Sorry, I'll put myself so right. We'll be looking at my belly. But yeah, it is so so truth. There's everything we've come out and said. Truth, 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 and truth. So truth. Should heat my tea back up for a minute. Give me a second. Heat my tea back up. I need my tea back up, little one. All right. So, what what I miss about before the internet is the collective sharing experience of watching the same TV show at the same time with millions of people. Yes, yeah, I agree too. That's another thing too. I think especially that our generation. When we watch shows or like interviews or listen to music or debut, we are watching it simultaneously with millions of people. And give or take where you live in the world, in the U.S., millions of people in the world. But it's crazy. And it's like, wow, at that time, it's even like, you can think about that after like you go to a movie and everybody's talking about that new movie, like Star Wars. Oh, Luke, I am your father. Or you'd go to school and like, dude, you see, I saw you be talking about that episode or the episodes. It's so right, so true. This quantum computer was capable, but it sounds far fetched for most. I couldn't tell you what the definition is if you offered me $1 million. So a word people use who are smarter than me. Hey, me too. Don't worry. The bell, the bell has been lifted. Thank God Trump is president again. Although I'm not sure if it would help now. Too late. It's too late. That's hilarious to me. It is too late. Uh, everybody out there buying cars right now. Yeah, he was stuck overseas. That's why. Yeah, I remember that over COVID. Yes. Yeah. I told that. So I was like, yeah, that's why he was stuck overseas. The D-Wave computer was launched in 2012, I believe. Not about the same time they launched CERN. Yeah, CERN. It was CERN too. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. It's hours behind horse. Wow. Did you know there's a CERN in Chicago? Yeah, I did. We got like, and I believe there's, yeah, that is where it's at. And there's one in there. Then we got the bigger one. There's like three of them. One of the, one of the, I think the one in the U.S. is the smallest one. I'm not completely sure. But yep. Joker, what's good? Did I miss Joker? Did you just get in there? I got down to you, bud. I was going down. This CERN is this really began much earlier. Many locations all over it. Yeah, old timeline. I agree. It's like, in a sense, I don't. We can't put it all on. I don't can't. We can't put the Mandela effect all on CERN because it was happening way before they did the big one. Yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm all right. I've been better. Things have gone fucking haywire. Oh my god. Oh, big ups everybody, man. It's 12:42 my time, Eastern time, man. Shout out to everybody out there for the love and support, man. Thank you, everybody came in yesterday. I said if you missed it all yesterday, go back. I was having a rough day yesterday. Been a rough week. It technically has been a rough fucking week. You know, finding that 13 years ago that something haunted me from my past that fucking stopped me from getting this goddamn job, which was it just pissed me off so bad and put me right back down to net zero. And but it's all good. Life, man. Life. Oh, that feels good on the throat. But I'm doing good. Doing good. Hope you're doing good too out there. Joker. It's been a it's been fun. I'll tell you that. Been a fun fucking week. It's been a hell of a week, man. It's been a hell of a fucking week. Hell of a week. Back to the Future 2, Marty, 2015. Or actually 2015, Marty says, Junior, when you were my age, if I wanted to watch two shows at the same time, I'd put two TVs next to each other. Yeah. Yeah. Back in our day, that's what we did. Two, that you couldn't really you record in the other room. Record it on the other record the show in the other room. Certain date in my former timeline, September 21st, 2015, they turned on the max power that day. And in my certain date, so they turned on the big one. They did the big one in 13. Well, not the big one, but they turned it on in 13, something like that. So my world flipped around to the fucking 380, 20 thought 60, 900 kick spin, landed on my face. Oh, the same year as that. God, I remember that dang the blood wolf moon. Oh, I missed the yellow sun too. Makes no sense no more that Superman, used to he charged in the yellow sun. In the new in the new version that is coming out, the sun hurts him, but they have an explanation about it. I always thinking the sun hurts him because it's not the real sun anymore. But get there. Wish I can, man, but unfortunately, I got to get stupid this stupid charge that's not supposed to be on my record off my fucking record. Once I do that, I'm good. Yeah, yeah, I got fucked up. It was there. We were getting into the paper. I was in there. Got to meet everybody and came back and fucking my blemish from 13 fucking years ago when I moved out here for nothing because I didn't fucking touch that son of a bitch. Got me. And it's not supposed to be on there. Everything's supposed to be expelled or, no contest. So, no withheld adjudication shouldn't be there. So, something I learned, and God, I guess I got to go get that cleared out. But other than that, I can't complain. I can. I ate my last egg this morning. Opened up the last can of tuna for the cat. But as is, no wish, man. All Surge are is the moon have animal names. That's pretty. Yeah, moon never has. Just got in. The Bible changes convinced me. Bible, yes, that's a huge one. I think really huge. I talked about the lion and the lamb and turns into the wolf and the lamb. But the other one for me is Moses having horns, being depicted with horns. And let me get before I bring all that up. Let me get down to the full chat real quick. Make sure I see everything real quick. Could help you end. So I have to answer that. But if there is a pill that could help you, excuse me, let me read this right. Genuine thought. If there was a pill that could help you end it all peacefully, would you take it? Not at the moment. I couldn't have that in my house. Wouldn't at the moment, no. If it was at a time where I couldn't take care of myself, somebody had to wipe my ass or something like that, yes, I would. I'd rather go peacefully instead of suffering through, I guess you would call it embarrassment. Wouldn't be embarrassment, but I remember having to wipe my mom's ass, and my mom, it crushed her, and I couldn't do that. I guess I couldn't have it. I understood it. I truly understood that, and I teared up saying that because I know at the time for her, I mean, thank God she didn't suffer long. She didn't suffer long at all. Thank God. But I think like to a certain point, certain aspects of it, definitely. I mean, I'd make my peace. I'd say my piece and do what I need to do to enjoy the rest. I'd make a date. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do it off the bat, but it's weird stuff. What the fuck? That's good. That's a good general question, though. I'd like to see what anyone else would say about that. I messed up when we were younger. You're a general dude. Keep fighting. Yeah, thanks, bud. Thank you. I am. Thank you. And outside, I was like, it's sometimes disheartening. Sometimes life hits you like that. But I was telling it's been 13 years ago. I was talking about the whole serpent of life and how the serpent, it always comes back and the tail, everything comes around to show you things. And this was my huge tower moment, I guess, in life. And not huge, but I have a tower fallen, so new foundation put up for a whole new beginning. So it sucks and it hurts, but it's now I get it. Thank God for my psychedelic studies because spiritual, things, and because without that, I'd probably take that pill. No, but I got a beautiful child. I couldn't do that to my child. at the moment. I want to watch my child grow, get married, have a kid. Certain things is still got things I want to see. There's things I got to get done in this world first before I decide I want to run away. Cool, I want to say goodbye, everybody. Man, that's a long way to smoke. Soul to soul. Seeing yellow is the color of the sun. Yep, that's true. Oprah Winfrey being Oprah Gill. Oh, that's weird. Huh. I wish I'd paid more attention to Oprah. Never really watched Oprah. I mean, I saw Oprah when she interviewed Michael Jackson. I watched that one. It was Michael Jackson. That's estrus. But yeah, thank you, Jokey. Yeah, I know. And I am. I keep fighting, man. I keep fighting. Everything can get better, man. Shit, it happens for a reason. You learn from lessons, and it's you get to that point you just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I just don't know where this fucking tunnel is ending yet. It's like, come on, man. Am I not out this son of a bitch yet? Why? Tom Hanks turned on sir. Sally Bill, brothers work. Wow. Now that's crazy. Family oriented. Maybe they are trying to change it. Maybe they are trying to change their history. Remember Nuru was going to end us in 2012. The whole calendar. Yeah. Oh man, that was such a fucked up craziness, man. I remember that. Golly. It's supposed to take 20 years. Yeah, I wonder where it's at now. England, they erased your records after a few years. Well, here it's supposed to erase too. It's not supposed to be there, but it's there. And it destroys me. It destroyed me on that one, man. And to the state of Florida, or to the medical part of the fucking state of Florida, not allowed to work in the cannabis industry. Fucking assault charge. Wish I would have kicked that. I didn't even touch that son of a bitch. He dropped the charges. The state picked it up. That's what I call a system. A system. And I call it, in that time, a definitely racist system because I was in, I don't even want to talk about it. But oh, it's so stupid, dude. Yeah. Oh. But in all, it is what it is. And, I'm way better person than I was years ago. It's when that all happened. I'm 13 years clean off of pills. I got a whole new mind, man. I'm so much there than I was. It is what it is. Ah. Yeah, your cat will never forgive you. Oh. And opened up the last can of tuna on her. She got the last can of tuna. And it's even worse too. All this had this whole job thing. Everything was going to be panned out perfectly with this whole thing. Because I was going to get the job. I was going to get back on my food stamps, which got canceled, so I can't get any food. At like 80 cents on food stamps, and that's over. So it's like you're going to be fucking kidding me. It's like everything hits at once, but it's all right. I'll live. CERN might have created a different reality, which we actually probably. I believe it. Yeah, they definitely are Satan worshipers. They definitely worship sativa. It's not sativa, Shiva. Sativa. What the fuck, Lee? What, they smoking too over there, sir? Yeah, they smoking sativa. Shiva. Oh, delusional. Delusional. That shit's hilarious. Damn, Lee, I never knew. I never. Yeah, much the same boat as you. I know. Oh man, ain't that some crazy shit, dude? And that's something too, you know. It's like, you know, everything going through, man. It's like I'm still blessed. I woke up this morning. Yeah, I'm here talking to y'all. I have y'all. There's many people out there that don't have it, you know. And God, I'd give my last cent to them if I had a last cent, you know. And that's me. That's just that's something, you know. It's we all do, bro. We all there. It is kind of it is. It's heartening, but Lawrence says, "Look, Ernest. Ernest goes to camp now. It's media, aka cancel culture. The actor that played a real Indian. Wow, really? I think I heard something about that. Oh, that just sounds like our freaking. What I was about to say. It is crazy how like now that we go back to like our past or or we find out our history and how well you know how we go back to our history, how we start to find out that nothing we fucking remember is real or true or right or it's all wrong and it's crazy. Thank you, Nene. It's weird. It's like, and it's so sad because it's like what we learned in history in school is nothing, or movies or nothing. It's like learning, you know, for me, I think that like something like that, like I said, true that it wasn't real Indian. Remember the kid from, I just fucking had it in my head. The Golden Child. I'd like the knife, please. Eddie Murphy's Golden Child. I like the knife, please. The kid was actually a girl, not a boy. That kind of eerie shit. That's the crazy thing about it. That's that kind of eerie shit that is so odd in this world. So weird. Going out to walk the German Shepherd. Oh, I love shepherds. It's one of my favorite dogs. Shepherds and Labradors. I love labs. Labs are so smart. One of the smartest dogs, actually smartest breeds you can own, is a Labrador. But I love shepherds. Love shepherds. Oh, love them. I love when like they're on the ground and hitting their tail goes under and they're moving. I've had a couple German shepherds in my life. Had a lab. I'm a cat person mostly, and I like my kitty. I love cats. I'm an Egyptian, so, but my bloodline somewhere down the line. That's the only reason probably why I'd probably get a test. I want to see what pharaoh I am. Am I the lost pharaoh, lost kid, lost bloodline of Cleopatra? Yes. Oh, enjoy the walk. Enjoy the shepherd. Enjoy the air. I mean, they said we got them around here too. Food banks too. It's. I thought about that the other day. Actually, I was like, I should go to the food bank, but in my mind, I'm like, My mom, one thing, like I said, you'll hear me say this over and over again until you fully go on. My mom always taught me one thing, especially about food, was pasta and rice. And I need to try to get some rice. I haven't got some rice in a while. I'm not a big rice fan, but pasta, cheap, and it goes a long way. He told my grandma that last night too. I said, yeah, I was like, grandma, I was like, one thing my mama told me, and I've always said, I was like, pasta goes a long way. And I got some pasta. But I told my grandma, I was like, if I hit the lottery tomorrow, I said, I'm never having a fucking piece of pasta ever again in my life. By the time this is all done, I am not ever. I don't want to go to Olive Garden. I don't want to go to Carrabba's. I don't know scale, none of this shit. But that's one thing I learned. But like I said, food, it's like I always don't want to take food out of people that need it the most, you know. Like I said, I'm blessed. And, you know, I am blessed, you know, and I can do. Oh man, thank you. I'm into I'm indica myself. I'm a sativa guy. I love my sativa. Sativa or a hybrid. But you know, indica is nice and chill, and it got chill with. And I've always been a sativa. Blessed, bro. Yeah, always blessed. It's for sure. So I haven't smoked in 19 months. When I get blazed up, is going to be. Yeah, I need to take a blood sacrifice. Wow. Yeah, Joe Goldenchild was a girl. Oh, Huskies are gorgeous too. Oh, they are gorgeous too. I'm getting him the ideas. But short time. Oh, gosh, yes. Oh, yes, I will definitely remind you. I keep forgetting about that, Day. I got two ferrets, amazing creatures. I can imagine how fun ferrets are. Even that, I can truly imagine how fun ferrets are, just because they're so flimsy. They're so wow, they're awesome. Oh, my cat's so weird too. To me, I gave that cat some tuna. That cat just sumi done there. I was like, hey, what's the hell in the damn tuna? What's in the damn tuna? Sumi's in this cat. I need to do before I smoke again. Well, most of all, I had to quit smoking for them. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I had to do that for a while. I had the whole 13 years ago thing. I quit for a while, and then I spent $30 and got a Wizinator. Y'all can't get me now on this shit. It's fucking. You can't get me back on this shit now. If they listening, you can't get me now. But yeah, but after like the first 3 months, I didn't do that. I had to do fucking three years of that shit. But yeah, fuck, I got the Wizinator. After about the third month. Oh man, I had to worry about a piss test. Few times I almost got caught. Few times. Got lucky. But man, yeah. God, thank God for the Wizinator. God, what's going on, by the way? Clyde, what's going on? Alice in Chains. I like Alice in Chains. It was that's a little behind the scenes stories of Lee. How about that one? Inside story of Lee passing drug tests. It's funny because when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I got busted for possession and never had to take. I had 6 months probation for possession. Never had to take, or 3 months, or I had to finish everything, or 6 months, or I think what never had to take a piss test for possession, for having possession of getting caught with possession of marijuana. Never had to take a piss test, but got charged for fucking assault battery. I had to take a piss test fucking for 3 years, every fucking month. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what's fucking weed got to do with a goddamn assault charge? Is it Alice in Chains, Man in the Box? I'm the dog who gets beat, shove my nose in poop? I don't know. I don't know that one. War of the Roses movie. Ooh, pre-Simpsons. I was looking at like timeline. I don't know if y'all watch that on YouTube. Yeah, it's the channel timeline where they talk about the 80s, 90s, all they go through each year. I was just watched something about Tracy Ullman show and the first episode of The Simpsons and how it was actually called something different, and they were actually all different. It was a different premise, and it turned into The Simpsons. And the guy had to redo it, redraw it up, remake it out, so they wouldn't steal his original idea, because The Simpsons was not the original idea. It was a different story. And then he was like, "No," his friend was like, "Nah, dude. As soon as you give this away, they're gonna take this, and you're gonna take the rights of this. You're never gonna have your own copy of this again. You're not gonna have your own Prodigy." So he took it and he re-scripted in a way to where it was his story, but it wasn't his, and it turned into The Simpsons. And then story speaks for itself. After that, speaks for itself. Because now Simpsons are now the number one preemptive programming television series that you can watch. It's been running for years. Like how I said that. Preemptive program. I missed how it's 526. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, I've had a Thai steak. Those things are good. Those are good. They did me with morphine pills. They did me with morphine pills. It was a killer to get off of them. Man, that's how my opiate addiction was. When, gosh, I started when I was on opiates. I started. I guess I dabbed in it right before I got married, and then after I got back, it just all of a sudden, I guess it just took root, and it was on for like 5 years, man. I'm actually surprised. Yeah, it took on for like 3, 4, 5, almost 5 years. Got really bad right when my daughter was born. Because I was managing a restaurant. I was working from, 1 in the afternoon till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning at the restaurant. Get home, get the baby. Brooklyn be crying, so I'd get her, feed her, be on the couch. If it was during the week, I had to get up and take 3 stepkids to school or 2 stepkids to school. It was rough, man. I got me good, and to get off of them was hell, because through all that, I thought I was losing my mind. I wasn't losing my mind, but I was snapping. I wasn't who I was. Got Baker acted, because you don't stay stupid shit. It's what happens. They diagnosed me as bipolar 2 manic, which it was the pills that were doing that, and they put me on Depakote. Hey, Pharrell, welcome back, Bob. Phenome. But yeah, paranoid. But yeah, they put me on Depakote and Triaz, Depakote and Triaz and something else, man. That on the top of coming off of pills, and it was the worst, dude. So I was going through the divorce, we moving out, getting kicked out the house, moving down to a new place. It was withdrawals of pills, and then basically withdrawing from the damn bipolar medicine that they gave me. Wild. It was. Oh, it was just. That was a rough. I'd just say a rough year and a half, just to let all that shit get out of my system. Everything. Then been good ever since. Clean ever since, man. Clean all that, and never had. And this crazy thing is, diagnosed me bipolar, but I haven't had an experience, relapse, or whatever you want to call it, an episode ever since I started psychedelics almost 9 years ago. Really weird. Huh? I'm saying psychedelics cured it, but maybe I don't. Personally, I didn't have it. I'm one of those things. Some people are diagnosed and you do have problems. Yes. Some is always, how doctors, they don't want to cure anything and put you on shit because they make medicine. So they threw, so they did what they did. So, it's some bipolar, it gets in your head. It's a word. It's that damn magic. So it was like, but yeah, I have episodes since. It's craziness. 11 people in, 11 thumb ups. It was 11. It's a 111 on the clock, man. Y'all are amazing. Everything's awesome. Y'all are great. I had to say that. So when I retired, I wrote things included manages and someone's test positively. That means that it's not only a drug they're on. Yeah. I ate the fat down. They still drug test for weed. that's the crazy thing. Is like we still testing people for weed in a drug test. It was bleeding, man. And also drank. Gosh, yeah, it was shit. But yesterday when I heard, I spit it. Wow, that's crazy. I missed my allergies change thing though. Hold on, I know I saw it. Where did I miss it? Oh, apparently, because that's what I was going back to. I knew I was doing something. I don't see it. My jams, but their music is evil. Don't listen to it anymore. Don't listen to it anymore. No. How could you? I saw that too on the timeline thing. Judas Priest, when they those two kids banged each other, and their parents tried to sue Judas Priest, saying that they were putting subliminal messaging in there. And he said on stage, he said, "Man, if I was going to do subliminal messaging, I would buy more of my albums." Instead of anything. That's crazy. Yeah, dive over the plot. Wow, man. I haven't been bipolar. This has been that was funny. I'm sorry. That was funny. Truth. What's good, brother? That's funny. That is funny. And DMT helped. Yeah, so that's like I said, I don't know. And it's like it just I don't know, reprogrammed myself from it. It's weird. I agree. Yeah, and the thing is, like, even my mom was like, he's not bipolar. Even my mom was like, this motherfucker is not bipolar. But she also saw, like, she saw me when I, the difference of me when I was on these pill on that bipolar medicine, man. That's, oh my god. Can you imagine this? In England, we made spice mamba that ruined many lives. That's how it would be. That's how I was on medicine. Sorry, I had to get out of focus, out of character there. But yeah, it's what it was. It's how we were. How it was. I was. Oh man, I didn't want to do anything. All I wanted to do was eat. Oh man, I was a fucking zombie. Yes, there are still more changes going on. Yeah, we had a great one. Yeah, we've had a great conversation about this today. It's like we had a whole bunch of Mandela effects come up, and we were just talking. I was like, it hasn't died. It's like it hasn't died. It will never die. Like I said, I can't. I just want to see what's in the new age, because what's new age, I said, it never die. We will never die away, ever. We've been gaslighted so much. Yeah, media, everything. Put another dime in my jukebox, baby. Drop another dime. Yeah, drop another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. Wow, why did my mind flip in and out of both of those? I've heard them both, but I'm a Mandelian. I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. Drop another dime in the jukebox, baby. All right. That sounds all right to me. Yeah. Oh, weird. Stack Island Waterman. Supposed track was released. The date. Then felt embarrassed about that track. Ah. Huh. We will in 2 weeks. Well, until you experience it yourself, it's not hard to believe. Wild in 2030. Survive until the 30. I don't believe in any. I just don't believe any of the news people anymore. Especially don't believe the ones making the most money. Oh, fuck me neither, dude. Me neither. They've just nothing but lies and fear monger and gaslighting, and oh, it's terrible. Sad to tell you the truth. Very sad. I remember I, original one was black and white. And actually, I want to say technically that's not Jonah Beat's original song. That's not there's an actual another group that actually sung that before they did. But Jonah and them, they got bigger off of it. I can't remember it, but somebody's Super is going to come tell me here in a minute because if I'm right or wrong about that. But I believe I'm right because I know that they weren't the original ones who sung it. Some other group sang it. It was some European group, I believe, that sung it. And then Jonah Jets got it. Heartbreaks, they got it. I can't even say it right, but they got it afterwards. And that's what the version we fully remember. Thank you. Oh, my birthday is a minute away. This channel is 4 years and a day old today. Saying the Earth is going to get hit by a football field sized asteroid by my birthday. Oh, happy birthday! Here's it, 32. God, man, I could imagine that. Asteroids. But if space isn't nowadays, if space isn't real, is asteroids real? Mind. He's in Mandela's relative. Judas Priest began a heavy metal band releasing a power ballad, I guess, that they felt 1988 would make them appear soft and loose in the Middle Ages. Hence the reason why. Ah, sweet. So he started drinking for 9:30 this morning. Mandela's killing him, and Mandela's not doing his job. That's sad. That's sad. Poor Mandela. Poor you. Hey, Mandela. Or Mandela. I don't know why I said that. Mandela. I like some Mandela. Either really or well, maybe. On the point of this universe. But it is crazy. It is. This world is crazy. I must get towards the end of this, start wrapping it up. My throat's starting to get tight. Getting used to this, talking like this more often. It's a lot. Sometimes the throat's not used to it, but it's also I'm getting my throat chakra activated, so it's nice. It's activating. Everything's starting to activate. Everything is starting to. I'm slowly starting to understand this whole tower moment of everything that's been going on in this last couple of months. Still understand it, Master. All right, well, yep, they were the first. Yes, I knew I was right. So knew I was right. Coming to an end. Not. I said we don't sure. It's not sure. You're welcome. So not leaving out ending it yet. We're gonna leave it about for like 7 more minutes. I'm gonna go potty real quick. Actually, I'm gonna go potty real quick because I got to pay. Get old, bro. There's definitely plenty of enemies. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. I think we all had a. We started earlier talking about it. How our generation, we're in between the old and the new generation of this all right now, and I think new gens have so many more new Mandela effects that we haven't noticed just because we're not there. We're not there, and I'm really be amazed to see, really see the younger generation take a hold of it a little and give us some insights a little bit, you know. Paint it black. I want it black. I remember seeing a red door and I want to paint it black. Yeah. See your red door and I want to paint it black. I want. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today, man. It's a blessing always in the sky to be able to talk to y'all and have a conversation like this. As always, I think these are great conversations, not just for me, but also though you two L. It used to be with two L's. A lot of people say the two L's. Sure, I even did one about that being with two L's, and that looks correct. And I say it looks right. So it looks right. Unchanged reasons definitely don't know about you guys. But I want to see some Titans soon. Yes. Oh, some titties. Sorry, I said Titans. Some titties. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, I feel sorry for the youngers. Yeah, oh, man. Oh, no, man. As these. I think Mandela hit him now. Oh, no. But yeah, it's a. But yeah, it's a definitely, we're not, the Mandela effect's not ending. It's not going anywhere. It is here to stay. It's so here to stay. And, especially for me who does Mandela effects and stays continuous doing it, as not as many Mandelians do these days, and still going back and seeing the old stuff, I do come across the new ones that make sense, but that's not my memory too. So it's hard to do those. So it's not going to end. We're still going to get news, Mandela effects, old on the older side, older generation, and on the newer side. Shit, me, Rodney King. I had that one earlier this week. To me, that was newer than new. But my eyes are still open to see this. And many people, especially, we all go through these stages. I went through that stage where the Mandela effect didn't even pop out to me anymore. When I was doing it so much of it stopped. To me, it stopped. I didn't see any new Mandela effects. It wasn't in my face like that. Now and then it finally pops right back up and it shows me, hey, hi, I'm here again. So, and lately that's what it's been doing. It's been, hey, I'm here again. So I love it. And it's a lot of them are flipping back again, and it's really neat, and it's gonna, it's never gonna die. It will never die, never go anywhere. I think that is one that we will be here talking about the Mandela effect till the day we die. By then, we'll probably have a little more answers than we have now. But at the end of the day, it will be one of these things that will be an eye opener for newer generations, because they're now just, especially, I'm not going to say our teenagers now, but yeah, our teenagers now and the younger ones, they're going to see us, millennials, talking about this stuff, and they're going to start noticing these things. So trends are going to keep going. And I could just imagine what it was before we even got a hold of it. So, the earth is our oyster. And I am excited about it. That's for sure. Knowing all the stuff that's going through in life. Yes, it can get you down, but you got to keep our heads up. It's awesome. See, yeah, you can't go back. That is so right. Jack smoking in the bandit. Yeah. Just keep talking. Yep. I appreciate everybody out here today. Y'all are amazing as always. As always, as always. If I could come in there and give each and every one of you a big old group hug, which I just did, I would. But each and every one of you are amazing. Y'all are awesome. Probably work on a video. Probably get that out tomorrow. Might do another live tomorrow too. So, I'm enjoying these. I'm enjoying these lives, and Randy Queen showed changing a while back, but as you know, what's old to someone, yep, new to somebody else. Yep. I remember you telling me that too, Super. And that's that's the thing too. I had somebody come into my channel and saying Rodney King's was an old Mandela effect, and that's something I had to bring up. I was like, yeah, it might be old to you, but it's new to me. That's what the Mandela effect does, and that's what I always quote to people. Say, hey, Mandela effects might not be new to you, but they will be new to somebody else. Amazing. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are great. I'm addicted to live chats. Oh, I love this. I love this. And this is moving. I mean, we every day, the time I do it live, we're getting more and more likes. We're getting more views. It is awesome. We're getting out there. That's y'all. That's each and every one of you. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. I will see you on the flip side of everything with that, man. I love you to death. Namaste all day. Namaste. Y'all are amazing. He's stupid, I know. Later, y'all.